Welcome to Blackwood USA. I want to talk to you about our Qwik suite of products for burning and burning fire logs, that is, but we have the suite of products from the starters right through to the logs. But these logs are going to be very, very different. I'm going to explain it to you, but are very different to anything you've ever seen before. They're pure hickory, 100% pure hickory, but they're not just fire logs for burning and enjoying an outdoor fire. They're also cooking logs. So you need to really take that into account when you buy Qwik logs. Qwik logs by performance have about almost 9,000 BTUs per pound. So what that means is they are very similar to charcoal. Charcoal has an output of 9,000 BTUs per pound, so too do our logs. And our logs are down, and we've had them tested, it's 3% moisture. If you check most charcoals are going to be 3 to 5%. So what we now have is 100% pure hickory product that has the output of charcoal and it has the heat of charcoal, so it's very good for cooking, but also as a fire it has tremendous flame also. But we'll demonstrate that to you here shortly. So in a previous video you may have seen that we have our Qwik line of fire starters: Qwik Fire, Qwik, and Qwik Start. If you haven't seen it, go to our YouTube channel and check the fire starters out. But what we've assembled here, this is more like a chef's table. We've got all the ingredients to produce the perfect fire, or the perfect grilling fire, or the perfect campfire. So whatever you have to do with outdoor living when it comes to fire, we have a complete suite of products. So I mentioned the starters. These are the Qwik logs. The way in which these are produced, like I said, 100% pure hickory sawdust. And then what we do through the manufacturing process, we heat it to 600 degrees Fahrenheit. Yes, 600 degrees Fahrenheit we heat the log, and then it is put through an extrusion machine. So it's 600 degrees. The heat actually causes the lignins within the wood to become a little bit tacky. It goes through a high pressure extrusion machine to form what is affectionately known as a log sausage, and you'll see that it's got a hole down the center. So once it comes out the other side, it's dried, we get it down to 3%, and there we have Qwik logs. We have them in two sizes, the 12-inch and the 8-inch version, 6-pack, and we do a 12-pack of the 8-inch too. Part of the ingredients, as I mentioned before, of our burn process is we also have pure hickory kindling, 100% hickory kindling. So when we go to start the fire, we have the fire starters, we have the kindling, and we have the logs. But you may also notice we have the chunks. So if you're going to use Qwik logs for cooking, you don't necessarily need a roaring fire where you're going to entertain 10 people. You may just be cooking for one, you may be cooking for two. So 2, 3, 4, or 5 chunks may be all you need. So what I'm going to do is demonstrate in this little cooker I've got here is how to light a fire if you're going to cook. And here we go. I've got a couple of Qwik wicks in the kindling already placed in here. I'm going to light Qwik wick number 1. There we go. Qwik wick number 2, and then here you're going to see ignition. What we're going to do, we're going to break away from this video and come back when we've got fire, and then once we've got the kindling going, we're going to add the logs. We'll be back with you in a moment. Stay watching. Thank you from Blackwood, USA. Welcome back to our video demonstrating our Blackwood. The log's just fallen off there. Oops, it's hot. The log was just falling off. We are 1 minute and 30 seconds, about 1 minute 40 seconds now into this burn. You'll see we've got great ignition. The chunks are starting to smolder, and the kindling is well on fire. The Qwik wick is well on fire. So you can see we're quickly getting into the fire, and we'll be back. We're going to break away. We'll come back and show you it a little bit later. Okay, welcome back to Blackwood, USA and our Qwik log burn demonstration. We're now 4.5 minutes into the burn. We've got great ignition, everything's on fire, the logs are ignited, the kindling is still burning through, so we're on our way to a good cooking fire. You can't feel it from there, at least I hope you can't, but I can from here. There is a tremendous amount of heat. And as I said before, these logs have 9,000 BTUs output per pound of product. That is similar to charcoal. They have a moisture content of 3%, and it's going to be good for cooking. This, all we're doing here is just producing a cooking fire. Once these coals get red hot, and they'll look just like charcoal. They'll get that white haze. They'll be ready to cook on. In fact, you could cook on them now. If you wanted a little bit of smoke in, or you want that burn, that flame char on your cooking, you can cook now, because everything that we've used, the ingredients for this fire, is pure and natural. 100% pure hardwood hickory, and our fire starters are odorless, tasteless, and smokeless. So this fire, if you so choose, is ready to cook now. Just put your grate on the top and you could be cooking. And like I say, we're less than 5 minutes into the fire starter. What I want to do while we're tuned into you now I started up with chunks, so we're just doing a small fire to cook on. So this fire here, once it's going, we've got more than an hour of cook time. But if you wanted to use Qwik logs for a fire, a large fire, you're going to have friends over, it's just as easy to light that fire. What I typically do, I take my logs, I set them around a bed of hickory kindling, set my logs up. I'll use the large logs as well, squeeze them in there, put the logs here, and then I'll take a Qwik lighter, which I don't have under the counter, but I'll take one of my Qwik wicks, drop it in the bottom on the kindling, ignite it, and it will ignite just the way you saw us light this fire. Welcome back to Blackwood, USA, and our Qwik log demonstration, or Qwik chunk demonstration. This was the cooking fire we started approximately 8 minutes ago. You'll see the kindling has now burnt down to virtually nothing. The logs, the chunks, are on fire, so we're on our way to getting ready to cook. You'll notice that we still have flame. That is very typical of Qwik logs. When you initially light Qwik logs, you have quite a lot of flame. So when you're doing that outdoor backyard party or entertaining and you want to have fire and a good show of flames, that's what we've got here. As this burns down, you'll notice that we virtually have no smoke. That's because it's pure hickory and it is so dry. It's 3%. That's what we dry these logs to. Now, to give you some idea, cordwood or split firewood typically is considered dry and conditioned for burning when it's below 20%. So that's still a lot of moisture. So this at 3% gives you a lot more heat than typical cordwood. It is no comparison, albeit that it's still 100% hickory. The way we condition and manufacture these logs, it burns that much hotter. And as I told you earlier in the video, if you've been watching, 9,000 BTUs of output per pound of log. So anyway, just going to show you, we've got a flame, the flame's dying down. What we would then do is come in, put on our grate, something as simple as this, and we're now cooking with Qwik logs. Thank you for listening.